Alright, as threatened, here is a video of this smoke alarm. This is the original one to the house, I'd imagine, or at least very close to. The reason why I'm really making this video is because I'd like some information on this, because there really isn't a whole lot online. I was able to discern, I don't know if that's the right word to use, but I was able to discern that the manufacturer, which you may or may not know, the plate covers it, but the manufacturer was in business from 1974 to 1995. This place, of course, was built in 1977, as far as I know, maybe 78. Late 70s, we'll put it that way. And this thing was presumably put in when the place was built. It is hardwired, you can see there. It's the only one that is. When I moved in, there were two alarms. There was this one, and there was a battery op in the first floor hallway. We put in, actually, that one that's sitting over here in 2002. Which would have been 2 years after we moved in. In 2013, we built a basement bedroom. We put in another one. So there are 4 now, which I believe is the recommended minimum for a house of this size. Realistically, you should probably have more than that, but oh well. It is what it is, I guess. So I'm going to take this plate off so you can have a look at some of the information. Looks like I'm going to need 2 hands, because it's old, so the plate is stuck to it a little bit, but we'll just pull that off. It's a similar plate to this one. In fact, it may even be exactly the same. No, it's a little bit wider, so I presume that you couldn't just take this new plate. No, it's actually even hooked up a little bit differently anyway. So it's got 3 little hooks on the edge, as opposed to the 2 sort of in the middle, like this that one has. Anyway, here we can see some information. It's an ionization detector, so it uses however amount of americium-241. Don't paint it. I wonder how many people actually did that. Probably quite a fair few. 34 milliamps of power draw. No battery backup on something like this. It's too old. There's some connection instructions, and the yellow wire that it says is for interconnect. Yeah, you can actually interconnect these. That's not something that I would have expected to see on a unit as old as this. But you can. There's no date on it anywhere. We do at least get a model number and a manufacturer name. If you go looking that up, you'll probably find about as little as I did, and maybe you might even find this video. There's a screw here. I'm not really sure what it's for, other than possibly interconnect. There's the same thing in French. You can see there, that's where the battery would go if this was a battery-operated unit. They use the same housing for both. So now I'm going to go ahead and try and open this, which might be a little difficult. I don't remember exactly how this is done. I guess like that. So now, after, we've been here for what, 18 years? After 18 years, finally getting to have a look at the inside of this, and what all it's got. There's a sounder. It's a really loud horn. And here's the sensing chamber, and pretty much all of the electronics. Some of the solder joints don't look like they're in too good a shape. Apparently whoever built the house left a little piece of gum in there. Yuck. So goodness only knows how long that's been in there. But yeah, if you're wondering where the test button is, it's not on the top anywhere, which is what confused all of us, because we thought, oh, you push this little big thing in the middle. Nope. It's right here. This little black piece of plastic which rides on the edge. Goes like that. And that's how you test it. Now, an alarm's into this old, what I believe that does is it just sounds the horn. It doesn't actually test the ionization chamber. I don't even know if newer ones do either. I would almost be tempted to suspect they don't. But you can see this thing is rather dirty. This is why you're supposed to clean these. What I'm guessing happened is dust made its way into there, and finally caused this thing to start sounding at random but consistent intervals. Or sorry, I guess the word is random but frequent. 024, I see right there actually written in solder, believe it or not, or I guess trace material. I guess that's how they did silk screening back then. Manufacturer name. I don't see a date stamped in the plastic anywhere. So, unfortunately, I can't really date it, which is another reason why I would really like some information, because I don't really know how old it is. And I'd really love to know, is this actually as old as the house is? Or was it put in a little bit later on down the line? So I think that's pretty much it. I don't have much else to show you. It's a little cold and snowy outside, otherwise I'd take it outside and hook it up and set it off so you could hear it. Maybe I'll do that in a later video, but I'm certainly not doing that in the house when everybody's home, because they don't even know it's still here. It was left for dead. I filched it out of the garbage can, so they don't think it's gone, but nope, it's still here. So I really only saved it to make this video. So if you're wondering, it snaps together. There's little indentations in the side. There's one there, there's one there, there's 4 of them. There's one over here somewhere, and I guess there's one, you could see where there's practically no dust. That's where the unit snapped in place. So there you go. Thank you for watching. Got any comments? Especially if you have information, please do feel free to leave it down below. And this is CP666 signing off, and I hope to see you next time. Till then.